Hi, welcome to my site. Jim Stevens here, and I appreciate you taking the time to check out a hypnosis site. And some of the things mentioned here, I just wanted to have a short video to talk a little bit about the programming that goes on inside of us and where it came from. Because there's certainly some misconceptions about hypnosis and what it can do, what it can't do, and about the programming that goes on inside of our mind. So let's just talk briefly about that. First, it says on the site that well over 80% of your programming is installed before you even hit grade school. Well, how's that possible? Well, if you think about it, lots of things. Do you or do you not like dogs? Fear of dogs? All kinds of things can happen to us at a level where our conscious mind, the thinking mind, the part of you that's listening to this right now, doesn't have time and doesn't even care to evaluate because something happened, you had a response, and it becomes a program. Ever get cut off in traffic? Just somebody cuts right in front of you or jumps into the parking space before you, and now you got to go looking for another one. What is your immediate reaction? Now, if you're like most people, you've got a program that says anger, frustration, oh no. But you know there's people out there that go, oh, that person, bless them. I know it's hard to believe, right? But that's a program. Anytime something's going on inside your environment and you're hearing or seeing or experiencing something and the conscious mind either doesn't want to, isn't prepared to evaluate and make a decision as to right, wrong, true, false, it just is taking it in and installing it. That's one way programs get installed. And many, many, many of them were installed before you ever had a chance to evaluate, think critically about it. Now, we also have things called habits. These are things that got installed either intentionally or unintentionally. Overeating. If you're here because you need to lose some weight, did you intentionally set out to get fat, overweight, overeat? Probably not. Smoking. Now that one generally gets started intentionally. Nobody usually held a gun to somebody's head and said, smoke or die. But at some point, we figure out we don't want that program anymore, and it's a habit. Habits are programs. Another way that they show up, have you ever been driving home from work or driving home from a long trip, and you're daydreaming, you're thinking of other things, but you're still driving, and before you know it, you're home or you're at some major landmark place or the rest stop, and you really don't remember driving all that distance. That's a program. When somebody tells you something and you have nothing with which to measure and evaluate it by, but this person is a trusted source, and so you take it in and it becomes embedded as fact. This is truth. That's a program. So then we have programs that are installed below the level of consciousness, and they are a habit, but they're not one that's consciously instilled. These are called automatic or blind responses. Those are programs where it's just boom. You're responding and you don't even know why. All you know is you don't like it. You don't like the vibe. Something about it. Those are programs. Many of them serve us well. That's why they're there. That's why our mind even has that function, because if you had to think about everything going on and you had no automatic responses, you would die of exhaustion because it would require so much brain power, so much bandwidth. What about the ones, though, that aren't serving you anymore? The ones that you've suddenly recognized are interfering with your quality of life. What kind of programs are there that actually affect our life, and we're probably not even aware that they do? On the page, you're going to see a list of just some of them. Your inner programs that have been installed can determine where you'll live, how much money you'll make, the kind of jobs you'll have, the friends you'll have, the kind of cars you'll drive, how well you do in sports. Many people think, well, it's raw talent, isn't it, that determines how I'm going to do at sports. Not at all. If you look at the difference between someone who's pretty good and an Olympic level athlete, it's the programming that makes most of that difference. So I'm here just to tell you. First of all, with hypnosis, no one can be made to do something that goes totally against their inner will, their deep-seated values. And everything that happens in our mind that bypasses the conscious mind filter is hypnosis anyway. We go into hypnosis every day. When you watch a movie and you start feeling choked up, that's hypnosis. So what I'd like to do is invite you to have a 30-minute free consultation. Believe me when I tell you, that's part of hypnosis. Believe me when I tell you, if I can help you, I'll let you know. If I can't, if there's, for whatever reason, it's not in my wheelhouse of things that I work with, I'll tell you that and refer you to someone that could probably help you. Either way, it'll be an informative 30 minutes. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.